In this video, we'll take a look at levels and grids. The learning content: creating and modifying levels, creating and modifying grids. To view the existing levels within your project, you're going to want to be in either an elevation view or a section view. In the project browser, under Views and Elevations, I'm going to open up the South Elevation view. Here we can see the existing levels within this project. We have level 0 and we have level 1. We're going to have a look at customizing these levels and then adding additional levels into this project. First of all, I'm going to want to change the type of elevation. Holding down the Control key, I can select the two existing levels within the project. In the Properties window, at the top, clicking on the Type selector, it will display the different types of levels available within this project. For example, I'm going to change these to Triangle Head Project Datum, and that will update the two types of levels in this project. I'm next going to individually customize these two levels. For example, I may want to rename level 0 to ground floor. Left clicking on the level, I can go to the Properties window, to the name property, and I can change that to ground floor. Either clicking Apply or moving the mouse cursor out of the Property window will update that parameter. When updating level names, you may get asked to rename any views associated with that level. Clicking Yes will update the name of any associated views. For level 1, which I may want to rename to First Floor, alternative to using the Properties window, in the main drawing window I can click directly on the level 1 tag and rename it in the main drawing space. Again, Revit will prompt me to rename any views. If I want to add additional levels to this project, on the Architecture tab, Datum Group, left click on the Level button, align with the existing levels, left click to start drawing your level, and left click to complete the level. Again, I'm going to change the type and I'm going to rename the level. To change the elevation of the second floor level, with it selected, again in the Properties window we have a property for elevation. As seen with the names in the main drawing space, we can click on the label for the elevation and we can type in a new elevation for the second floor. I can also change the length of the level lines. With all these levels being aligned with each other, if I select any one of them, on the ends of the level lines you have these small round grips. Left clicking and holding down will allow you to drag that to a new location. This will update the level lines for all aligned levels. If you want to adjust a level line individually, all you need to do is click on the little padlock icon to unlock it from the additional levels, and you can now change that individually. Snapping the level line into alignment with any other levels will automatically lock that level back into alignment. Next we'll take a look at grids And for that, I'm going to go back into the ground floor plan view. We can access grids, again, on the Architecture tab, Datum Group, left click the grid button. Creating grids is similar to creating levels. We first left click where we want to start drawing the grid line. Left click a second time to draw the level line. Again, we can change the type of grids. Simply select the grid, go to the properties window, to the type selector, and choose a new type of grid line. I can keep creating grids using the grid tool. Alternatively, I could array if I need to create multiple evenly spaced out. Go into the Modify tab, Modify Group, Array Tool. I'll first select the existing grid line and press Return on my keyboard. I will untick Group and Associate. Choose the number of grid lines I wish to have, and this does include the original grid line. I'll leave the Move To as second. I can then click a start point within the project, choose the distance I wish the second grid line to be. If you struggle to eyeball the distance using the temporary dimension, so long as you move the mouse in the correct direction, you can simply start typing on your keyboard the value that you want, and when you press return, Revit will create the array based on the dimension and the number of grid lines you specified. In a similar manner, you can adjust the length of the grid lines. Grid lines are three-dimensional and will exist vertically through your project. Going back to the south elevation view, we can now see the grid lines that we have created. Adjusting the height of the grid lines will affect the levels that it's visible on. Now, on the second and first floor plan view, you will not see grid line number 1. When it comes to naming grid lines, Revit recognises sequences. Adding a new horizontal grid line, Revit will number it 11. Should I change that to the letter A, the next grid line will follow on from that.